So I'm posting this poem because I'm getting really fed up with rape culture. It exists. It's a real thing. It's really not that crazy of a concept to just respect women. So this is called Wrongdoings to Women and My Love. I remember the first slam we went to together. She held my hand, but not in the tight clasp kind of way. No, it was the kind with constant motion, fingers tracing fingers like she was searching for shore, as a stranger recited poetry. And I finally felt like a boat, sailing blue over all the sandy ridges I had once seen myself drowning. This is a poem about loving a woman who lives in a world that tries to oppress her, because my mind works in this way. I have found the sweetest love in all my life. We are sun-soaked kisses in every spot we can get our hands on each other. We are stuck in our smiles and love-drunk to the point that to others, it's nauseating. But every time I sit still for too long, I think of everything wrong in our culture. I see red-blue bruises scattered, where the abuse left a passing woman shattered. I remember an ex-lover who was afraid of each camera flash, because it brought her back to the locker room where a family friend told her to drop her clothes, and she froze. She was so young. What have we done? How many women do you know that have been violated? For me, I'm aware of 8, and those are only the people who no longer want it to hide. What does it say about society when the number of women sexually assaulted has become 1 in 5? How do we make sure these women feel supported when 54% of rape cases are not reported? With her, I never have to worry about any trouble between us. I find her freckles dazzling. I can't stop smiling at strangers, and I have to resist the urge to sing. I have fits of uncontrollable happiness every time she kisses my lips, and I feel soft violet petals unfurling from my mouth. Every time I try to speak, but the words won't come out, not the way I want them to. She's a flower I want to shower in poetry and prose, because every time we're close, I can see that she glows. We haven't had our conversation about consent, but it's coming. I think about all the women who spend their life running, dodging rapists disguised as common men, deceitful people telling these women they're their friends. I feel myself getting nervous when I stand too close to a woman on the train because I don't want her to think I'm trying to violate her space. I know her memories of forceful entry are something you cannot easily erase. I remember the jock at the poetry workshop that was raped by a family acquaintance. No one talks about it happening to men, and I realize rape culture doesn't make any sense. What you wear won't stop that fucked up notion in someone's head that you're not a human being. One by one, these sexual predators are violating people's personhoods as they muffle their screams. This girl gets me. She holds me so close I can feel my flesh pumping blood, warm on my bones, and she reminds me of home. I feel like she's already seen the river where I'll spend my summer, blowing white smoke into heaven's expanse of the Potomac. I am dreaming. She saturates me with laughter so light that we're walking on clouds. When we kiss, she completes me. I want to know her secrets, figure out how her mind works, because she is the most beautiful soul, and never have I ever felt this whole. Laura, I'm sorry this world is so lousy. I know there are women in rattlesnake cities where needles and poison are the only way out of the abuse for a few hours. I believe in hope, because even weeds bloom with dandelions, and I wish I could offer more to them than that measly metaphor. I really love you, and I'm honored to hold your heart. So let me be the sun whenever your life is feeling dark. Thank you. And please, please listen to that message.